Are blondes dumber than brunettes? And do men really prefer women with lighter hair? Several new studies have challenged previous assumptions about blondes, and what they found may surprise you. The typecast of the dumb blonde has long been ingrained in society, but this stereotype doesn't actually hold any weight in reality, and has even been dispelled. One study published in the Economics Bulletin found that white American women with natural blonde hair had an IQ score right on par with their brown and red-haired counterparts. The trope of the airhead blonde has been perpetuated for so long that some with naturally blonde hair might even take measures to ensure their success isn't hindered by their hair color, and go from blonde to brown hair. Eileen Carey, a successful CEO, told the BBC in 2017, "I was told for this raise of funds that it would be to my benefit to dye my hair brown because there was a stronger pattern recognition of brunette women CEOs. So while the bias against women with blonde hair still infiltrates workspaces, we do know it's a myth that those with fair locks aren't as intelligent and capable as anyone else." Along with the unintelligent blonde-haired trope comes the hypersexualized stereotype of the promiscuous blonde woman.
Oh, do you feel the breeze from the subway? Isn't it delicious?
And while women with blonde hair may garner more attention whether they desire it or not, it's unfair to label those with lighter hair as inherently more sexual or flirty than anyone else. During her appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, actress Allison Williams spoke about her experience of dyeing her brown hair blonde and the male attention she received. She told the host,
"It was worth it if only to go undercover into the male psyche. Because let me just break this down. Y'all are real simple."
Yes.
And while some individuals may find the experience of increased attention to be fun, it's a myth that blondes inherently have more fun. According to a study published in the Medical Journal of Australia, no evidence was found that those with blonde hair experience more fun or have more mood changes than those with other hair colors. The image of the high school queen bee with long, flowing blonde locks has long been a trope in coming-of-age movies. But is this typecast fair? Well, there's hope that the meaning behind blonde bombshell is evolving and transforming to represent something more substantial and fascinating. Celebrity colorist Emily B. told Allure, "A blonde bombshell to me is someone super dynamic, someone you're drawn to because they have cool style. They're interesting. When I bring someone blonde, when they leave the salon, you realize the hair color ties together their style. It completes it." Along with the stigma women with blonde hair face around their intelligence, they may also be susceptible to labels of incompetence and helplessness.
I object.
In a study conducted by NBC Charlotte, a woman with blonde hair was asked to drop a scarf around town to see how many people would offer to help her, and then to do the same while wearing a brown wig. You likely have an inkling of how the study played out, but the scarf was picked up nearly every time the woman dropped it while wearing her natural blonde do. When in the brown wig, strangers simply pointed at the scarf and let her know she dropped it. Many women have shared their personal encounters with the vast difference in public treatment while donning brown versus blonde hair. That said, holding doors open for the blonde-haired damsel in distress or letting her cut in line are quite typical experiences for those with fair hair. Most have at least heard of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and whether or not you've seen the film, the stereotypes have continued to run strong throughout history. But do men actually prefer women with blonde hair? Apparently, it's not as cut and dry as it might seem. While a study published in Perceptual and Motor Skills showed that men find women with blonde hair to be younger and healthier looking, researchers at City University found that 51% of men were more attracted to women with brown hair. There's also obviously a lot to be considered in the choosing of a partner, and hair color likely sits near the bottom of the list for most. But when it comes to marriage, men do sometimes seem to have a preference. One survey conducted by Superdrug found that 54% of the participating men would prefer to marry a woman with brown hair, while only 16% chose blonde hair.